Oh, Sayori says ... It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. Why are you like this, Sayori? I'm saving One Piece anime for last because of its bajillion episode series. That is valid. That's entirely why I don't pick up One Piece. For Yuri. For Natsuki, Dechi. We already did the Yuri thing once. That's not really what I meant, though, but it's okay. Why are you screaming, Dechi? No screaming. Maybe screaming. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? It's all about Monica. It's all about Natsuki, dang it. In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you. Sayori. Well, Yuri looking. Oh my god. Badumtis. Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright, just tell me if you need something. No simping for Monica. Yeah, you tell him. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Don't tell me how to live my life, do it anyway. Alright, let's talk to Yuri, who doesn't like us as much as she did in previous runs, so that's sad. Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. I guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me. But I should leave her be for now. Yuri, why are you like this? Who should I show my poem to next? Because Yuri just pretended I wasn't real. Natsuki, I guess. Hi.
Let's see.
You're certainly enthusiastic today.
Of course. You know I like your writing.
Bet, yes. I'm just surprised. It seems like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before.
Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit.
For real? What's that one about, Scorn?
It's not like... it's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer? That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about.
Hard time admitting to things? Yep, that's my cue. Oh no, hi Nahi, how's it going? Natsuki. Nahi. The Chinese demons that have, like, a paper on their forehead. Oh. Is it good?
What?
You're not very confident about your writing, are you?
What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best. Right?
It took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. It goes, I'm eating salad. What kind of salad? Is it tasty? Can I have some? Demon zombies. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. You think? If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too.
Right? Time? Please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before this.
Natsuki, are you going crazy all of a sudden? You're the best around, yeah. Oh no, Dechi. We don't need to be rickrolled right now.
Because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point in sharing my poems if people just laugh and say, that's so cute, just like you, Natsuki? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. But can't anyone see that? I just want...
Natsuki trails off. Spinach, salad, bell peppers, tomato, green onion, cucumbers. Sounds very fancy. I would like to eat some, please. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I looked down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey, Natsuki. If you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it, because I can't tell her it's a good poem if I can't read it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it.
Don't read it!
Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk, even though she literally just wanted me to compliment her poetry.
It's not any good. And I know you hate my poems, so you don't have to read this one, okay?
But I want to read it. You just hyped it up, Natsuki.
Why?
Because you just hyped it up, Natsuki. I like your poems. Uh-huh. I really do. Like that one about how people can't fly. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style's anything crazy. I just pick a bunch of words that popped up on a page to try to make you like me. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it. But I know you better now. And it's wrong for Yuri to think your style's more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well, but unless the poetry's about breakfast, you lost her. But sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if I was part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her. I never realized how difficult English was for me. But finally, she forces herself to extend her arms and set her poem on the table.
You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now.
Okay, I will. Can't see anything past the piece of paper anyway.
Because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around, but when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward, because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty, because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller, because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all of my heart, but what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger, because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer, because you think of me. Because you.
Lurk, thank you for the lurk scorn. I never know the type of pacing to read these in, because poetry is hard, man.
Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad.
Yes, it is, yes. No, it's not that I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you.
Don't just say that. Tell me, what do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things that you can't just say.
Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well. And I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it.
Well, yeah, I'm a pro, so...
Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does.
Just Remember that I can think these things sometimes too.
When a woman says, I won't get mad, it's a trap. Facts. Facts.
You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful.
Glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. But as I do so, Natsuki takes my hands and pushes them back. Her small, soft hands surprise me with their assertion.
I don't want it.
Why not?
I just don't. Jeez.
I realize what Natsuki's doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm gonna keep it. Instead of teasing her, I chose to go along with it.
Good. If you didn't, I would... Never mind. I'm just glad that you want it.
Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself.
That's all for now, so... Go put it away before someone sees it, okay?
Yeah, Monica definitely didn't want to read it or anything, right? I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so I can put away Natsuki's poem. Monica's the only one left to show the poem to, so let's see what Monica's, advice of the day is.
Hi, Time. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Oh no, you've got a poem for Monica. You were prepared for this. The 3 things every guy needs to learn. Does this dress make me look fat? No. Fine. Is not fine. Fine is bad. Fix it, stupid. And I won't get mad. She's already mad. She's just testing how stupid you are. Right? Well, being in this club's one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
Sticking with the Natsuki style once more, I see.
You really like Natsuki, don't you?
That's... Oh, come on, Time. It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day. Pretending to like the manga that she's into.
I really love Parfait Girls. Is that what the name was? I think it was Parfait something. Parfait Magica. There we go. I'm not cheating on you. I mean, I'm not, because I was never with Monica to begin with. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me.
No, I think you're misunderstanding. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have.
Is that so? That's why she's, like, very anxious. I kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it.
So I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki's kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here.
Parfait fruit and yogurt with granola? I hope so. That sounds delicious.
She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. And you wouldn't want to do that to me, right?
I'm not sure how to respond to Monica. That makes no sense to me. While I care about her in the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up.
Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing.
Monica smiles sweetly.
Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, all right?
All right, Monica. Why not? The lady who knows everything.
An old lady tells... An old tale, not an old lady. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer.
all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, a victim of currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. 12, you better be listening to this. You better be listening. Write that book. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening, 12. Great. Great, good job. You were here for it. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out...
Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now?
Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe? Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not here.
Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please show some decency. Natsuki doesn't believe in decency, Yuri, I hate to tell you.
Oh, come on.
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? Jeez. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. Stop it, I'm trying to romance you. And second, She's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it.
Oh?
That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. Gotta be lovey-dovey, gotta not.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Cupcakes. Natsuki, will you make me some extra cupcakes? But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. I wish I was Yuri's Tachi. Lewd. Yuri, you can. Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Natsuki, mad. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can't tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell all these things are even harder on you when she's not around. Mad jeez, yes. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Yep, she absolutely loves atmosphere. Her new favorite thing ever. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri both have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? Alone? Unsupervised? Yes? Yes? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? Help Monica? No. You volunteer. I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own.
You didn't even want to talk to me for poetry time, Yuri. Why do you want me now?
Time may not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just trying to make excuses for time to...
What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys? Oh no. Baking takes forever, though. Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to time to decide how we'd like to contribute. Guys, girls. No, guys, at the scene, facts. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? Wink. You can't tell this is winking because you can only really see one eye, but wink. Baking does not take forever. It does. It does. So I'm sure he's interested in...
You literally just said...
I'm surprised as well.
Sorry. I was just saying, though.
Can we just settle this already?
Yeah. Time, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Ah, great. I love making decisions. Monica. Of course. Get out of the way, Yuri. No. No. They're all in the way.
Very well.
In that case, everyone looks straight at me with both disappointment and expectations. How did I get into this shit? Sayori, where are you at? Sayori, where are you at? Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun, especially if Natsuki lets me eat some of the frosting. Yeah, I love frosting. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people.
Don't worry. Baking's a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree.
Just a minute ago you were saying that...
That's because...
You disappoint me? No, you. Natsuki deserves cupcakes. Also, I deserves cupcakes. Gimme.
Never mind, okay?
Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri?
Of course. I'm used to it after all.
And I get Yuri all to myself. Yes, there you go. Per can go with Monica, Deji can go with Yuri. I've got my Natsuki. It's fine. ... That's good. Even though Yuri's being melodramatic, it's a little hard not to feel bad.
So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about?
No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited?
Yes. Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome.
I don't think that really counts. What about you, Time? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. I'm more interested in consuming some cupcakes, yes? That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri?
She's still sulking.
Natsuki starts pouting too, because we can't just have one pouting person. Don't worry, I'll pout too.
It's not... I mean, it's not that big of a deal or anything.
Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help.
That doesn't mean... Oh...
Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression.
Look.
Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders.
Yuri... You really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit.
Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction.
You didn't really mean that, did you?
Not really, but...
Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm gonna do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event.
Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer.
All.
I barely got to do any reading today, so...
Fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the doorway as they chat between each other.
Where are you going?
We
still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Jeez.
Oh, that's true. I have to sneeze. Oh no. I have no idea how that slipped my mind.
Jeez. Good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You'd better not make it weird or anything.
Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number.
Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring over all the ingredients.
Flames, I have an answer. Maybe. Maybe not the right answer, but I have an answer.
What's up?
You just wanted to spend more time with Monica? I want to spend more time with Natsuki.
And Cupcakes.
Oh, wait. You're coming to my house?
Well, yeah. What's wrong with that?
I mean, a lot. I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house.
Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over my house. My dad would kill me.
Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me.
Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad's home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over.
Alright, fine by me.
Yeah, I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you'd better look forward to it.
Oh, what if I didn't have a functioning kitchen, Natsuki? Have we considered that? Why do you have a cone on your model? Why do you have a cone on your model? What cone? Is this a joke? Is this a pun? Didn't you say you were just going to give me dirty work?
Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act, like, in front of everyone. That I was looking forward to this.
Wait, really? They're talking about the neck ribbon? Oh, yeah. Yeah. My safety cone. It stops me from being able to bite. Yes. That's not really the reason. It's a jacket.
Well, kinda. Just because you never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so...
Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. I was gonna say, is it a simp defense? It could be. It could be. Keeps the simps at bay, for sure, for sure. It also, you know, sometimes you can fill it up with things like popcorn, and then you have a tray around your neck at all times full of popcorn. And it's great. It's great. Free snacks all the time. Yeah, 12 didn't think about that. Now he redeemed a hot seat card, so we're gonna hot seat. You need one? You do. It's very convenient. You just look down and you nom 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 to the new popcorn that falls in there. And also, if you drop food, it doesn't go anywhere. It's just in the cone. The hot seat card says, what does my last text message say? I hate to say this. I don't really text. What does my last text message say? Let's see. It says, okay. It was to my mom. I haven't eaten half a pie while watching, no. What kind of pie, and why aren't you sharing with me? Let's see if I've got anything other than that as my last message. No, I just kind of say okay a lot to people who are messaging me. Okay, that's fine. Pumpkin, did you have whipped cream? See you on Sunday. Yes. What's everyone else's last text messages say, huh? Tell me your secrets. I need to hydrate, so 1 second. You know, you could get a cone, like my jacket here, and you could fill it with whipped cream. Just saying. It would be fine. Definitely not sticky. Not a sensory issue at all. Just devour whipped cream. I would love to now have an animation of some sort of soda sloshing around in here. Mine was, I am currently out of office today. Can you please give me a call tomorrow between 9 a.m. and noon? You're so professional and official like Nahi. Oh no.
Never mind.
My last message was an argument that my brother and I were having today. That's not telling me the words. Mine was FEA from my boss. Is that good? My last message, I took 2 naps today, but I still feel tired. That is a mood. Means F 'em all. Oh my god. That is also a mood. I can't believe this. Natsuki's going to be coming in my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening if we're outside of school. It's our slogan for the year, but the year has barely started. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. I will tell. The answer is 404 not found. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. Corporate sucks. Other locations think we suck. So FEA facts. It's already Sunday. For some reason, I'm outside. Is this my house? I guess I never really established where this is. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the 2 of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. I like to use GIFs. Sometimes they're cute. Sometimes they're let me out. Or let me in, you know? It depends on which way I'm trying to go at that point in time, because there is a GIF that's got both texts, you know? 2 soaking wet towels into a bag and drop it on your floor, as you should. Well, you are a gift. Oh, thanks. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Maybe you should have gone and visited her after school. Have you considered that? No, because you only think about yourself. And Natsuki. I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. On that note, brain shutting down, so gonna crash. Enjoy Doki. Talk to you later. Slow. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you get good sleep. And I hope Rick goes by super fast. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Trigger warning? Nah, it's fine. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her to not run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Trigger warning, yes. Hi, Time. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Still got that cow over there and that, what is that, a kookaburra? Kookaburra, bird. It's a bird. Thank you for the hydrate redeem 12. I will definitely use this moment to hydrate. Hydrate yourself. Okay, I did. Done. Complete. Mission success. Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and walls decorations that she's had for years now. What wall decorations? She's got a calendar. What year does that calendar say? I don't know. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. The worst fish. The selfish. Yes, exactly. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap time. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Dramatic. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Sayori, hello. Oh, Time's here too. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you noticed me. How's it going? How's it going? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? It's good? Oh, good. Have you had any snacks today? Tell me about them. That's what it feels like. Time's my reason to get out of bed. Oh, bad news for you, buddy. I didn't get out of bed until 5 today. In the afternoon. I'm almost done with Observation Duty 5 rhymes. That's exciting. What are you gonna do after? And that's why I just wanted to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. Observation Duty 4? You haven't done 4 yet? I figured you had. Are you working backwards? How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? I'm going backwards? Okay, it makes sense. Have you not done Observation Duty 1 then? As long as you got your sleep and gonna get your work done, it's fine. Is it though? Is it really? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. OD1 is last. Valid. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I could bring you snacks. Daily. Don't you know how to count backwards, Time? I barely know how to count forwards. So no, never. What if you started at 1 and wanted to end at 2, so you went 1, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2? Help Sayori? I'm trying my best. She doesn't want help. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand it all. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else, too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. A spear. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Sayori, it's never a waste of time to help people. Let us help. Let me get you a cake, Sayori. It's fine. Come hang out with me and Natsuki. We're making cupcakes. She'll only insult you a little bit. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Just thought I'd come here, see how you're doing. Might go see if others are playing observation. Do it. Do the things. Go the distance. Tell everyone your great rhymes. Tell me one of your rhymes when you have a chance. Tears streak down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way I didn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. You aren't playing the game, so I can still hear the rhymes that you've built and appreciate them. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. How are you at poems time? Awful. I can't build a poem to save my life. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. They're just saying names right now, and that isn't my cup of tea. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. Ew, mushy stuff. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. Okay, bedtime for me. Okay, have a good sleep, 12. Thanks for stopping in. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sayori barely manages to speak between sobs. Have fun, get the girl, all that jazz. Gotta get the girl, gotta get the cupcakes. All I want for her to know is that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. And as she does, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It definitely doesn't sound good. It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. I know what happens, but I'm not saying anything. I mean, valid. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. But as long as you're willing to talk, things will be fine. Or as long as you're willing to take a big cat nap. In the sun. It's actually really sunny in this room. I just realized how bright those windows are. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? All right. I look forward to it. Can I have that cow, though? I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki's about to come over, too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door and let her in. Nice outfit. I like the little kitty cat on your shirt, Natsuki. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. I'm just focused on the cat. Seeing her in such cute clothes make the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison.
Jeez, don't make it so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in.
Oh great, we have a kitchen. Amazing. Wow, our kitchen is so nice. I wish my kitchen was this organized. Wow. I'm examining things. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki's carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies.
Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right?
Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home.
Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part.
Well, of course. I was surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Gasp. Anyway, let's go to the kitchen that we're definitely not already in.
What, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality?
Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out for me. This is ridiculously heavy.
I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now. Yeah, I am impressed. It seems like I always underestimate you. You did this to prove a point.
It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk.
Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, no violence. Your size has nothing to do with it. You should always try to be a gentleman except for when you're not. Do you really hate being small that much? Does anyone here watch Bow?
It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size.
Never be a gentleman. Never, ever.
It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Jeez. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What?
That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that.
Hey, now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like...
Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. You are a member of Her Majesty's court and I expect better of you. That she is no gentleman ever. Never. Natsuki.
Forget it. I didn't say anything.
I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there's just a ton of guys who are into body types like yours. That's why my rank is so high, exactly.
How would you know that anyway?
Just trust me on this one. You're not allowed to look into my search history, thank you, Natsuki. Became the embodiment of rude. It's true. You and Sham are really good at being rude. And somehow you are 2 of my 3 mods, so... And Nahi is lying in wait because I trolled him earlier, and I know he's gonna get me back for it, so... None of my mods are gonna be very gentlemanly by the end of that.
Gross.
Hey, was that to me?
Who else?
Man, let's just get started already.
You got all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness.
Secretly, Time enjoys being trolled. I've witnessed it. I think that you are delusional. I don't want to be trolled, but I want to troll other people. And if I want to troll other people, I have to be able to take being trolled back, you know? It's only fair. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please, spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. She admitted it. I did not admit it. I just said that I'm not going to be dumb about people dishing back after I troll them. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Great, where's the cupcakes? Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid. What is spilled? Oh no. And plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki's babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking.
Where did you put the food coloring?
She literally said, don't dish it if you can't take it. Exactly.
The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color.
You're our cupcake? Oh no. I would not be a very tasty cupcake. I'm not particularly sweet. And that's a problem. I like sweet things. I like to eat all the frosting. I only want frosting. I don't even need the cupcake. Just give me a container of cupcake frosting. I'll eat it.
That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
Oh, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing?
Do you want to?
You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun?
I am having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Participation. That's what she's trying to get out of you. Jeez. You are what you eat. I hope not, because I ate a lot of pasta over the past couple days, and I do not want to become pasta. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Oh, that does look pretty cool.
See? It's not like baking's just about following instructions. The presentation's where you get to be creative and have the most fun.
I've personally found if you make like strawberry cupcakes, you can make it pink by adding in a little bit of strawberry jello to the mix. So then it doesn't have the food dye flavor. It's not a very big flavor difference, really, usually. But food dye does have a flavor, you know? And it adds some strawberry flavor into it. It's great. It's great. She admitted again she likes cupcakes. What? What are you on about, Dutchie?
It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes light up.
Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use food coloring then. I guess we're at that time of night where Dutchie wants some cupcakes?
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. She admitted it again. You want cupcakes. Yes, you do want cupcakes. That's the facts. That's the only fact here. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing.
The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying?
Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer.
Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look.
Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back.
You really need to beat the crap out of it.
After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved.
See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same.
Hey!
Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing.
Your icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next.
I'd like to see you try. She's got a whisk. She's got a weapon. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all of her might. I am really hoping the icing hits the floor because this is so not sanitary. You can't. Do you mind spending the night, Nat? No, she might have to if the icing ends up all over her clothes, you know? The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn.
Gross! You got it on my face!
Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Use your hands, Natsuki. Jeez.
Jeez, you know what? Take this.
Natsuki instead wipes it off with her fingers before shoving her fingers toward my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. She tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Where did the icing bowl go during all of this? We may never know. Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Oh, we have hands now. Amazing!
Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it.
Getting handsy? It's true.
You do that to me all the time, you know.
She likes trolling, just like you. Are you, Natsuki?
Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me? You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the ice. Why do they put each other's hands in their mouths? Ugh. I'd have to get a lot shorter and squeakier. We can arrange that. We just need to get an axe to your knees. I'm not reading your most recent sentence, Dutchie. Just know. I'm not reading that one.
What? Did you seriously just...
Natsuki is so surprised she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her entire face is entirely red.
Time, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right?
Maybe. What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts to go off. Oh no! We've set the house on fire. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that?
You should have checked before turning the oven on. I can't stand people who leave trays inside of their ovens. I can't. It's not storage. It's not for trays. It's not for spoons. It's not for plates. It is an oven. See, we're gonna be here all night. Yeah, until she burns my house down and then I won't have a home anymore.
Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez.
Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops, and the tray melts to the top of my stove.
Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment's already been lost. Monica would take us in, she probably would, but what about Natsuki? I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened.
That smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. Yes.
As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. You know which camp I sit in? Natsuki's. Or the oven's.
Look how cute they all look.
She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each tray. They'll look even better once we add icing.
Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags.
Natsuki hands me some plastic bags.
I have these nozzles that'll make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though.
What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others.
That one's really thin, so you can use it for making stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on cakes. Like happy birthday or whatever.
Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature-themed by writing different words on each of the cupcakes, just like what I use for poetry. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like.
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so...
Maybe I'm getting it from you.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute.
With bright pink hair? No. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging you. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute.
Well...
Natsuki's voice trails off.
Same with you.
Did you say something? Favorite words like Monica, or I think it's like cat and twirl and Doki Doki.
No, nothing. Let's just do the icing.
Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags.
There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it.
Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. I hope I get to see a picture of the cupcakes. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work.
Look at how pretty they are together.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Oh, I wish I could have one now.
Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she were here, she'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner.
Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance.
Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me.
You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right?
First time, second time. First time Natsuki. If you and Sayori can... I got words here, hold on. Kitty sneezed.
If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. Why can't you stop by in the morning? We can walk to school together, Natsuki. We can walk to school together, Natsuki. Come on, let's go, let's go. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you.
Yeah. I think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. I might let her eat 10 of the cupcakes. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all.
Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. You guess? Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? What kitty sneezed? The one of the 3 in the trench coat? Yeah, it's the middle one. The most suspicious, least suspicious, mid-suspiciousest.
Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not always having this chance? It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere.
Do you really mean that?
Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. Also, how's it going, Reed? I want to spend more time with you.
I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so...
Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Way too closer to me. Hi, Natsuki. Blink once. Literally just once. For any reason whatsoever. Please blink, Natsuki. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me.
I felt it for a while now.
Natsuki suddenly jumps back.
Sayori?
Get back to you, no. This is what we've been working toward, Purr. Hi, time. Sayori. Natsuki. Yeah, that's exactly what Natsuki is. Sayori. Exactly what Sayori is, too. They all are. Just now we weren't. It's okay. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so...
Oh, really? That's too bad.
Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later.
Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off at the speed of light, and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori! I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. I'm not cheating on either of you. her, please. We're working for Natsuki. It's all Natsuki or nothing. Natsuki or bust.
It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me, says the crying girl. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart's splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Carrying about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. Have you ever played this? I played the original Doki Doki on Yuri's route. And now we're doing Natsuki's on Doki Doki Plus. Feelings are never a waste of time. It is if you're feeling hungry, but you've got food right in front of you. And that's how I burn my mouth. A lot of times. Because I don't like feeling hungry. Best girl, of course Deji thinks Yuri is best girl. What route did you play, Bone, assuming that you did? So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. You've never played this? Have you watched people play? But... So you remember what's about to happen? Yeah. But maybe, maybe we can fix her in Doki Doki Plus. You're a big fan. Have you seen all the routes? Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared. I'm really scared. What are you scared of? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. You do. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. I've seen fan animations and mod stories. A lot of stuff. Fair, fair. I'm glad you like it, though. It's a great game. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? A nap is what's best for you. Have a cupcake. Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm gonna give you. Oh gosh, I forgot that I had to pick this. Two rhymes left that I'm done with OD5 rhymes. Tell me one of the most recent rhymes that you wrote and what it's for. She'll always be my dearest friend. I can't lie to her. Can't say that out of a lie. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Fix a floor that's made of tile. It seems the floor now has more style. I love it. Why are you so patronizing, Time? Why are you so patronizing? What have I patronized here? Is that what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. You telling her you know what's best for her? Yeah, I know. It's the whole mansplain kind of thing, you know? I know what's best for girls. They don't need to know what's best for them. Who is your best girl? Yuri. Absolutely. Who is your best girl? Sayori. It's okay.
This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. All of them valid. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing. You're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So... Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Scream. I'm not going to scream into the microphone. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. It's valid. That is a valid reaction. To not know how to react. It's about to get real. Get ready. Gotta. Sayori looks over her shoulder, flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori? What? I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they were. I'm gonna give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. I'm sure you will. Every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. Every day. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Everything's fine. It's always fine. Everything's always fine. Everything. Natsuki's already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full of cupcakes. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. Time! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. Monika's here, just Monika. It is really just Monika here, apparently. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Silly Sayori, get up, sleepyhead, right? You should take a little responsibility for her time. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange. It's festival day. Monika, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. Foreshadowing. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Yeah, you totally know what's best for somebody who's not yourself. Absolutely. You ride that Delulu train. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monika's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grab one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head. It's, the percentage is the title. I'm not gonna read this part because it is just get out of my head repeating. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Great. What is this? Reading a poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Time? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. More foreshadowing. It just stops moving. It's fine. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? Okay, bye. I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. It's fine. We're fine. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simplest gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. Do you think anybody's named themselves Hammer so then they'd be MC? Oh no. They should. Okay, now there's maybe a slight trigger warning ahead, and by slight I mean not slight at all. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up the phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. Trigger warning indeed. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. What was your blind reaction to what's here? I think it was a lot of oh. I don't remember exactly. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh. Hi there. What's going on in your background? Oh. Are there some things changed in this? File game script. Line 307. See traceback text for details. No thank you. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday. I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This was my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. Well, this is happening, yes. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. Never. Oh no, we're stuck in a loop of never. End. Well, that was the game, that's it. This game's not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Oh. Wow. That's an interesting hairstyle you have. Whoever you are. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I definitely feel like we should go that way. Start a new game achievement unlocked. Beautiful music. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl, my neighbor, and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. Could you help me pronounce it, Reed? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Oh no. Oh, hi Yuri. Oh, excuse me. Just Meownica, yes, exactly. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Full of dudes. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with them. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Time? Oh, hello, Monica. Wow, I almost didn't see you there. I was zoning out. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you in here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in that class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kinda... dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? You have nerds in there? Who are girls? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Are we in post-Sayori? Who's Sayori? Do you enjoy us? Do we enjoy you? The true mysteries. How's it going, Chief? You made it to the endish area of the stream. Hey, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? Hanging in there. Sometimes that's all you got. I am doing okay. I'm doing okay. I want snacks. I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome! You're really sweet, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Oh, thanks. I'm more important, you say? Wow. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. What if Nimona showed up and said, wow, it's such a coincidence that Monica put me in the game in the condition that she gets to use all of my sensory organs during our battles? What? Let's have a Pokemon battle. Yes, that's exactly how it would go. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me.
A guest?
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club. Thanks. All words escape me in this situation. The Nat is back, it's true. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
No, I am not.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Net is back, never in the way. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president.
It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Of Magnus Carlsen, world's best chess player, using a very bad chess opening called the Rat, and losing despite his skill. When he used it, he said, "The rat, it's back." Well, it's the same thing, only it's Nat. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Time in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. If I were a chess GM, I would make an opening called the Nat. Do it. I didn't forget, but I just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that would be great. I don't play chess. Do you know how? Why don't you come sit down? Great. The girls have a few desks arranged from a table. Around a table? With a table? I misread that. It's gone. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. I know how the pieces move, except I'm fuzzy on them words. Fair. I used to play chess a lot back in high school, but I haven't played in years. And I don't think my attention span can do chess anymore. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you really didn't plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Is that a weird pawn move? It might be. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? That can't change. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
I might be quiet tonight. It's been a long day. That's valid. I hope your days get less long and more enjoyable.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Kitty just jumped down next to me and I panicked. Talk about horror. Oh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something that I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down.
This is called foreshadowing. Because of that, this game is therefore the next Undertale. Yes, exactly. It's absolutely Undertale, but with waifus.
Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Oh, I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? Who gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. Give that back.
Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her gaze.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very competent writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well?
Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But, I'm sorry, I thought...
The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find the new members. And if we don't find one before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these 3 beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that? Yep, I don't have a choice. They didn't give me options in this dialogue. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
Time, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Time, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Oh, you shouldn't.
Don't at me, Monika. I saw what you did.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. Yeah, I can wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. But not, tonight. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Absolutely. I like when things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up.
I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa's too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything.
Rip. We gotta save now, though. Well, that was certainly the poem to end the stream on, isn't it? Sometimes you just gotta, you know, have a kind of depressing poem to end out your stream. Just kinda. Bongo, 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 exactly. Alright, so we're gonna wrap up everything here. Thank you everyone for stopping by, chatting, hanging out, lurking, all those things that you do. And I hope to see you all next time. Bye-bye.